Calling this council the whole committee meeting of August 22nd, 2023 to order at 7 p.m. In attendance from council are all members of council of Mr. Kraniak and all members of the administration. If anybody recording this meeting is a courtesy to the public, please identify yourself so the fellow attendees will know they're being recorded. Seeing none, please be selected recording this meeting. First off, legislation proposed 082201, ordinance authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit for the plot of land located at 34540 Line Street, Eastlake, Ohio 44195, and declaring an emergency.
These folks own two other ones in our city. They have a third operation over here on the vineyard, and there's been actually no problems. I also talked to the police department, and they've had no issues with this group at all with their stores.
Is there any questions from Mr. Matt? Seeing none. Next, we have 082202, ordinance authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit for Lucky Arcade LLC, doing business as Lucky Coin, located at 35579 Lakeshore Boulevard, Eastlake, Ohio 495, declaring an emergency.
Yeah, this is another one that's coming up, and they want to go over there by Gracie's diner down the street here. Haven't done anything about them. Everything's checked out so far. They have to live in here till they have done right now. They did go to planning, and they had to come for a CUP like all the other ones. So that's why they're on the agenda.
Okay, any questions, Mr. Mayor? None. That's with 082203. A resolution certifying that there's unpaid bills owed to the city of Eastlake and authorizing and directing the Lake County Auditor to place these bills on the tax duplicate for collection of payment, declaring an emergency. Michelle?
Thank you. These are the yard waste cleanup bills that we incur the charges for. We allocate these payments, and we have those put on the property tax the next round of property tax.
Any questions, Commissioner? Seeing none. That's 082204, an ordinance authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit for Famous Coin, doing business at Crowley's Restaurant and Pub, located at 35647 Vine Street, Eastlake, Ohio 44195, declaring an emergency.
Yeah, this one I'll take, full responsibility. I kind of forgot about getting this one on the agenda, but it's for Crowley, and it's for the alcohol and eventually the outdoor patio also. But they did go to planning and everything, and just kind of mishap on my part to be.
Any questions, Mr. None. Next, 082205, resolution authorizing the transfer of a lot split from EPN 34-20-000-001-0 by the city of Willoughby, a portion of the WTCC land to become part of the land of Von H. Kirby, EPN 34A-018-0-00-018-0, declaring an emergency.
The city of Willoughby needs to put a new water line in the WTCC. It's going to come up Hartford Drive, and as part of that, an easement is needed from Ms. Kirby. Presently, a portion of land that Ms. Kirby is using is actually treatment plant land. So for the easement to the water line, she asked for that small piece of land before Willoughby can deed that over to her. Eastlake's approval is required for them to the agreement between Eastlake and Willoughby. The land for the plant is taken from Eastlake, so it has to go back to Eastlake first. So this legislation just says it's okay for Willoughby to grant Ms. Kirby that small section of land for the easement.
082206, a resolution authorizing the division of property owned by Mr. Christopher Dolzer and Ms. Michelle Dolzer located at 473 Brook Drive, East Lake, Ohio, 415, declaring an emergency.
This one has to do with land we sold to the Dolzers, if you recall, last year. It did go to the planning commission, it did pass the division of property that we own. They are responsible for the fees and everything through the county. And then if they do any other work on that, they'll have to eventually go through the building department. But this is just a simple lot with of the land we sold.
Any questions from there? Hearing none. We're gonna move on from this, council of the whole committee meeting will be adjourned at 7:06. We'll move to our regular council meeting. We call this regular council meeting of August 22nd, 2023 to order at 7:06. Mr. Overstreet, please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Katina.
Here.
Ms. Schmidt. Here. Mr. Overstreet.
Here.
Mr. Sonic. Mr. Fox.
Here. Is there a motion to approve the agenda for the regular council meeting of August 22nd, 2023? Is there a second? Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Sonic.
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt.
Yes.
Mr. Katina.
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet.
Yes.
Mr. Fox.
Yes. Carried, legislature, agenda is adopted, approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of regular council meeting on June 27th, 2023?
So.
Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Katina.
Yes.
Mr. Sonic.
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt.
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet.
Yes.
Mr. Fox.
Yes. Motion carried, minutes are approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the special council meeting of August 1st, 2023?
So.
Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Katina.
Yes.
Mr. Sonic.
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt.
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet.
Yes.
Mr. Fox.
Yes, motion carried, minutes are adopted. The next scheduled council meeting, council of the whole committee meeting will be scheduled for Tuesday, September 12th, 2023, at 7 p.m. for regular council meeting, immediately following adjournment of the council of the whole committee meeting. There's no motions at this time. There's no communication, no committee reports. Mr. Summer, do you have reports for me?
We had a short board meeting, and, just a few things to report back from there. The new harbor master, Steve, was there, he did a good job. That was all taken from everything going on down there. They did some repairs to the, public boat dock, and there was also some trees that, across the repairs as well. There's a new boat on August 26th, and the next boat meeting is September 26th.
Any questions from Mr. Summer? Seeing none. Move to recognition of the public. The floor is now open for recognition of the public. I remind speakers that all remarks will be directed to the chair and will not involve personalities and are limited to 3 minutes per person, 30 minutes total. Nobody is signed in. Is anybody here who would like to address the council? Seeing none, we'll move on. The clerk, please read legislation 082201.
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit for slot land located at 34540 Vine Street, East Lake, Ohio, 44095, and declaring an emergency.
This will be put on first reading. The clerk, please read 082202.
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit for Lucky Arcade LLC doing business as Lucky Coins located at 35579 Lakeshore Boulevard, East Lake, Ohio, 44095, and declaring an emergency.
Also be put on first reading. Clerk, please read 082203.
A resolution certifying that there are unpaid bills owed to the city of Eastlake and authorizing and directing the Lake County Auditor to place these bills on the tax certificate for collection of payment and declaring an emergency.
Put on first reading. Clerk, please read 082204.
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit to Seamus Coyne doing business as Crowley's Restaurant and Pub located at 35647 Vine Street, Eastlake, Ohio, 44095, and declaring an emergency.
Will be on first reading. Will the clerk please read 082205.
A resolution authorizing the transfer of a lot split from TPN 34B 020000001-0 by the city of Willoughby, a portion of the WCCC land, to become part of the land by Yvonne H. Kirby, TPN 34A 018000018-0 and declaring an emergency.
Be also on first reading. Clerk, please read 082206.
A resolution authorizing the division of a property owned by Mr. Christopher Dolzer and Ms. Michelle Dolzer located at 473 Brook Drive, Eastlake, Ohio, 44095, and declaring an emergency.
Also be on first reading. The clerk please read legislation 080104.
A resolution authorizing the Director of Finance to advance funds, the said funds to be advanced from Fund 101, General Fund, in the amount as listed, into Fund 208, Federal Grant Fund, Fund 606, Senior Citizen Fund, and Fund 213, Insurance Proceeds Fund, and declaring an emergency.
This will be on second reading. Move to, there's no unfinished business, there's no new business. Move to administrative report, beginning with our Mayor and Safety Director, Mr. Morley.
Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome to this evening's meeting, everyone. Seeing the council does not have enough again to pass legislation, I'm requesting special meetings on Thursday, August 24th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, August 28th at 8:30 a.m. So we can get this moving, especially for the one business that actually the Lucky Coin Arcade has been waiting for almost 2 months now. We didn't have enough to pass anything, so that's my request. We have a meeting for those 2 days.
Any questions? Any questions? Mr. Moore?
Are we able to meet those days?
We've already able to meet those dates and times.
Okay. Thank you. On my directors. 26 is.
There is the 25th. 8:30 p.m.
24th is Thursday at 5 p.m. and 26th is Saturday at 8:30 a.m. None of my directors or chiefs need to be at either one of those meetings.
Any questions for the mayor? Seeing none, we move to our fire chief, Chief Williams.
Thank you, Mr. President. I know that we're coming back from break, pretty typical summer for the fire department. It's been wet and cooler. I know we had, one event on the river, we had to make a rescue of 2 people. But other than that, pretty routine stuff. I think we didn't have an overbreak that needs to report that shit or anything. Other than that, questions?
Any questions for the chief? Seeing none, we move to our police chief, Chief Wright.
We also had a reasonably normal summer. Obviously, we had the incident last week at Walmart, mental health crisis incident that, the victim's back home and worked for us in that case, but with the victim not, able to spend more than a day in the hospital, we were pretty happy with that result. We did get our 2 new cars in. We're a couple months on getting them outfitted. There's just a backlog of everything, and everyone knows when they're on a full-time job. 855, one of our frontline cars with close to 100,000 miles on it. The engine just went on that, so we're working on getting that refurbished. Obviously now is not the time just to go try to buy another new car, because then we're back in the same spot. Mechanics think that's the best way to go as well. So I'll be working with that, with Caroline and the mayor. We received 2 sizable donations, finalizing one from a gentleman who passed away. We've donated money to our canine fund, so once we get that finalized, And then we also were notified by the Willoughby Eagles that, they made a donation. Actually, they were doing it tonight. One of our recommended kids were going there to accept that, so I'll get that over to you guys for, so you can do your thing. That'll be to help different victims of crime and, with cell phones and things like that when they need. And last but not least, National Night Out was on August first. We had a pretty good event, nice weather, good turnout, everyone seemed to have a good time, so that's all I have to report.
Any questions for the chief? No. On to our chief building official, Mr. Mack.
Yep, we've been doing well this summer. The Washington development, I think we're down to one house, one lot, and it's, the lot right next to the model home, but they've been kind of waiting on that one. And then, Taft is moving along extremely well. We had a general walkthrough on the Washington today. Just like to thank, Frontier, Ryan Home, CT, and my staff for, keeping things moving and everything working out well. That's it.
Any questions, Mr. Mack? None. We will do our service director, Mr. Patel.
Other than our normal busy summer activities, the only thing I really have to report is the 26th of August. We are scheduled to begin the building and paving of 332nd on the south side of Vine Street. The building should take place on the 26th. The asphalt fabric will go in on the 30th, and we will begin paving either the 30th and the 31st, or everything on the 31st. That's all, depending on the weather. And that's all I have to report.
Any questions?
I just want to let you know that the new pickleball courts were great. I drive by almost every day. It's nice to see folks using the pickleball court and basketball court.
Any other questions? Selman? None. Who's our city engineer, Mr. Boyer?
Thank you, Mr. President, members of council, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of things. The 2023 asphalt and concrete road programs are now substantially complete. There's a bunch of items in closing those contracts. The Waverly 2 sewer is proceeding on schedule, and Willow Drive is now open at Waverly.
Any questions, Mr. Boyer?
So, as you know, we've, over the last couple of years, been receiving OPWC money. So both, streets will be put in for next year, 347, and a good, substantial part of Lakeland. We didn't receive, money for that, so it still probably cost us about $1 million, from our share. That's what Mr. Lance, calculated, but, those will be two big road projects, that we have been trying to get over the last few years, so. Tom did a great job with the, engineer's office and filling out the report, so we're good. So that money will come until next July, so we'll put out the bids eventually, next year at some point in time. But good job, Tom, going on part.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Run our finance director, Michelle.
Thank you. On July 31st, our audit was completed, it was filed with the auditor, and our federal findings were done. I would expect sometime the first half of September, between now and the first half of September, you will be receiving an email from the auditor saying it would be the audit. Just a heads up, if you get some weird email and it says this is your audit, it really is coming to you, because they got all your email. That's the end of my report, and
Any questions from Michelle? None. Move on to our law director, Mr. Clammer.
Thank you, Mr. President. I remember there have been some comments on, I think, Facebook or something about Carolyn's request in 8104. She had run these past meetings when it was initially presented, and I thought everything was appropriate. So in the most of our residents are experts now. I just remind everybody we have these certain requirements in our charter to pass the rereading and emergency. Unfortunately, although our charter reads percentages, we actually have an ordinance that uses the number 6 and the number 5. So when we have council people meeting, it grinds council to a halt to get a couple of things done. So I just didn't want anybody, residents, to think that council was waiting to work because all important it was just a council person short because of that ordinance. One day we probably will have to amend because of those things. Just want to get everybody out there understanding of what we're doing.
Any questions for Mr. Whitman? Seeing none, regular council meeting is adjourned at 7:21.
Wow.